What it do? What's up, man?
Shit, chill.
Back on the block.
Right.
It's been a minute.
Yes, sir.
You remember when we used to play baseball right here, football games on this street? So a lot's changed, man, since we, been over here, but, it's still kind of looking.
It's peaceful.
It's peaceful, yeah. It ain't turned up like it used to be, right?
Yeah, it's had, you know what I mean? It had its hills and valleys.
Yeah. Many people have tapped on that window, man, over the years. But one of the significant things is one of the early traumas for me was looking through that window and seeing somebody laid out right there on the corner right there. We were all asleep, and you heard a few shots, kind of sound like firecrackers. It wakes me up. I'm looking through my window, that window right there, and I see it all right here. Body laid out, and then later we found out it was Vernon. And Vernon is the older brother to one of my friends that I grew up with. He was always cool, always, happy dude. I don't know what, the situation was or the circumstances, but I just know that it was a traumatic experience for me to see him, laid out there like that. What affected me even more was that I didn't understand how the system worked, right? Mm-hmm. And so his body was laid out there like all night till the morning. They wait for the coroners to come pick you up. So I was peeking through that. I didn't sleep that whole night. I did an all-nighter. I kept coming to look. And then they came and put a sheet over her body, and I just kept getting up to look, and I was just like, wow, this is like surreal for me. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing, and it was just crazy for me. This is your cousin, so I know that it weighed on you and your family.
Because Vernon was older, I followed him everywhere.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
So, yeah, exactly. When he was little following him, he was like the homie on the block. Me hearing the story of how it all happened and how many times he was shot in the back, laid out on the, when I was a kid, it seemed like fear was the thing. You know what I mean? I kind of had an anger issue when I was a kid. I used to use that because I was small to try to gain control of situations. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna blow up. When that happened and seeing that situation, it's like fear ain't the answer, because I feel like the way he was feared in the streets is the fear came back to get him. They wasn't gonna let him live. You know what I mean?
You really become desensitized to a lot of the things. And you're really not desensitized because it comes back when you hit your 30s, mid-30s. A lot of that stuff you thought you were desensitized actually comes and rears itself in the form of PTSD or trauma, depression, You really don't know how things affect you when you're a kid until you get older. And then you think like, wow, I've been probably pushing this stuff, like suppressing a lot of it, really. How did you process all of that, though?
That's like the end of the 80s, right? So we don't know nothing about processing that. Like, what is processing that at that time? Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm a kid and life goes on. So it was a shift in me from like trying to be my cousins, trying to dress like them. And, my mom wasn't having it. So like I would have the khakis on and my t-shirt under my sweater. And I'm leaving home, I'd pull my sweater off and start sagging my pants, you know what I mean? Because I'm trying to be like my cousins. But after all that, I wasn't doing that no more. I wasn't trying to like dress how they was dressing. Like, I feel like it shocked me into another space. Then I was making a conscious decisions of like joining the BSU and becoming the president of the BSU and this whole mind state of like, we need peace in our community. It was a discovery that art and music could even be an escape. Because, well, a way to process it all, not even just an escape. Through art, I can even connect with my community, speak to my community, create dialogue, like drop some gems and give you experience from what I've been through and what we all going through.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
that's dope. There's a lot of people that need to take care of their mental health, and they don't have the resources, especially if you're in a city like Compton that just doesn't have those kind of resources. And you usually have to come outside of your community and then people don't because they have to drive too far, right? No one's gonna go see a therapist if they gotta go to the next city or somewhere it's just too far of a drive, or maybe they don't have the transportation. How do people deal with their trauma? They get together and they play dominoes, they cook, right? They play music on a Saturday or Sunday or whatever. They go to church on Sunday, you know. The closest thing to therapy is going to the barbershop, talking to your barber and have your barber give you some positive words. And people don't understand how, you know, powerful a barber can be to a young kid, you know, who don't really have anybody else to talk to, or have an older black man that can tell you something positive or constructive, because you don't have that at home, right? This is Compton High, so this is the school where Kendrick Lamar and Dr. Dre are revamping the school. You see all the construction?
yeah.
Yeah. What's up, man? Yeah, good to see you.
They do braiding, they do braiding, they do locks, they do hair units, the ladies do color, so they do all kinds of shit.
So I got a question for you, man. Like, how do you feel having a shop in Compton, in the community where you grew up?
It was important for me to do it here, you know what I'm saying? It was like I could have went pretty much anywhere and building a shop, you know, you can go any city, but it was important for me to do it here because of our legacy and our lineage to the city. I mean, you know, we scuffed our knees here, we bumped our heads here, we learned good and bad. But for me, it was more important to provide the opportunity for other people as well as just to have a good place. You know, you walk into barberism and hopefully you don't feel like you in Compton, even though we encompass Compton, like this the hub. But I want you to walk in and like you could feel like this shop could be transplanted anywhere, Beverly Hills, all the way to Wilshire, all the way back to the hub. So okay, let's keep a clean shop. Let's say hello when people walk in. Let's go ahead and make sure that we give out the best haircuts.
For sure, good job. Look at me, press that down.
Yes, sir. The first couple of years, people ask me, why am I here? I'm supposed to be here. Nate, barber for what, almost 3 years, 4 years?
Yeah, about 4 years.
Nate is from Los Angeles. Ant-Man is hospitality, and originally he was a kid getting his hair cut from, right from the city. And he took a job without me even knowing. He made a job for his damn self, honestly. So we also have Lisi Lady Barber, who joined us from London, actually.
Did y'all meet in London?
No, we actually met here in Long Beach, funny enough. She works for Andis too. So I work for Andis Clipper Company as an educator, and she does as well. And so that's when we met. Andis Clipper Co. I actually loved this clipper before they even did this.
Cool, man. So you wanted to kind of do what the old school guys did for you, but you wanted to do it in a different way.
I had to do it in a different way because I knew it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't so effective. They tried. I was an adult when I realized what they were trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
When
it
that
took
frontal lobe.
Yeah, it took a lot of bump in my head because other than that, I was going off what I saw. I saw the homies putting in work. I saw the homies getting money, and that's what I wanted to do. But know that that's a short-term situation. You gotta know that you ain't gonna get no long-term investment with no short-term commitments. My biggest thing is just letting them know that they're more than we're more than our environment. You know, and like, you know, Compton is, you know, got so many negative stereotypes, but we got a lot of great shit come out here.
Yeah. Why is it important to you to uphold the standard that you have set in the barbershop?
You notice we got a kid zone. I call it the no fussing, no cussing zone. Some of these kids cuss worse than the adults. Yeah. But at the same time, we got a line of respect that I like to try to implore when it comes to them, because I don't look at them as kids. Look at them as little humans, you know, and they go eventually be somebody's dad, somebody's mom, they gonna be something to somebody. So a lot of times we are the first contact they might have with a male. Yeah. You know, it's for the male barbers. Yeah. And for the ladies as well. They might be the first contact of a caring woman. In this space, the safe space that we like to create, it's like, yo man, you could come in here, as long as you operate on a level of respect, here's a place where you could go ahead and you can feel comfortable and being yourself and being accepted. And, you know, that goes from, you know, black, brown, white, or other. Love you, bro. For sure, man. This was great, man. For sure. Keep doing what y'all doing. And man, I'm just thankful to be a part of it.